everyone, it's Elin and welcome to today's video in which I will test washable period underwear. So, followed me for a longer time. They know that about a year ago I made a video in which I tested these, which are washable period pads. I will link the video here somewhere so you can check that out if you're interested. And I must say I'm quite happy using those. I prefer them a lot more than these plastic one use and throw away period pads. But some repeat washable underwear, so I will test them out in this video. And I've done some research on this brand. It's a French brand and it has started quite recently, I think, because they don't have a lot of followers on Instagram and they don't have any physical shops. It's only the website, which I will write here, and I will link everything I'm saying down in the description. And their underwear is vegan. It's very size inclusive because it goes from size 34 to 52, so it delivers to a lot of countries, which I will also put here. And the underwear costs €39.90 for a pack of 3, which is the one that my mom got for me, or you can buy one panty separately and that costs €13.30. So it just depends on how many you want or need. So maybe you get a pack of 3 and then you discover you need some more, so you get one more or 2 more individually. And the materials are from the part which absorbs the blood. The first layer is 95% cotton and 5% lycra. The second layer is 56% bamboo fiber, 24% cotton and 20% polyester. The third layer is 100% TPU breathable, and I looked it up and it's a kind of plastic. And the body is made from 95% bamboo fiber and 5% lycra, and all the fabrics used are guaranteed free of chemical substances dangerous for the body or environment. So all very good things. And on their website they have a very clear Q&A page with all kinds of questions and answers, as the name suggests, with many questions you may have. And there I read that the period panties have around 12-hour absorbability. It of course depends on how much you bleed and on which day of your period you're wearing them, but I think that's quite a lot. 12 hours, like a whole day, so a lot more than the classic tampon or pad. And since I got my period panties, I started following them on Instagram, which I will also write down here. And I must say it's a very inclusive account, because I mean that's what I also expected, but I was still positively surprised. They even have some posts informing about why they refer to people who menstruate and not only women. So it's inclusive of the trans and non-binary community. And also it just informs about other topics concerning feminism, period poverty, history of menstruation products and other interesting things. So yeah, I find that a nice extra. And I will now kind of unbox the package I got. I already opened it, of course. I'm wearing them right now, but I will still do an unboxing. So this is the package I received, and I didn't have to pay any delivery, so I don't know if that depends on the country you are in or if that's a general rule. You will have to look that up depending on your country. And the package says use it, wash it, repeat. Well, as the brand name, repeat, of course, ecological. And apparently it's a biodegradable packaging. That's something I'm a bit skeptical about, but okay. And then when you take them out, now there are only 2 because I'm wearing one of them, but they look like this. I will only take one because otherwise it's a bit much. And I must say, when I first took them out, I thought it kind of looks like underwear your grandma would wear, because it's kind of, yeah, it looks kind of huge. But when you're wearing them, it's not the case at all. And the part that absorbs the blood, it goes from here, so the pubis, and from the back, I don't know if you can see the lines, but it goes, wait, I have to find a way to hold this. It goes all the way to the front, well, to the back. It's the back, it's your butt. It goes all the way to the back, so when you sleep at night, or even during the day, when you're sitting down, it absorbs all of the behind. So that's also a plus compared to the classical period things, because it absorbs a way bigger surface than usual. And my mom got those for me in a size M or 38, and I usually have 36, 38, but it's nice to have them a bit larger so you're more comfortable. And what I found funny when looking at them, it's that it's written, it's in French, but I will read it out loud. It's jusqu'à ce que la ménopause nous sépare, so until menopause breaks us apart. So I just found it cute to read, and it's also an indication of, yeah, hoping that it lasts long. Although I must say, I read on their website, it doesn't last like 50 years, obviously. It depends when you get them. So I will probably be menstruating for at least some decades. So I probably won't use these exact same panties until my menopause. But yeah, just like all clothing and fabrics, after you use them a lot and you wash them a lot, it degrades. So they say it depends on how good care you take of them. It will last approximately 5 years, which is still way more than these guys over here. So yeah, that's a positive point. And in the package there are also these 2 cards. So this one explains how you have to take care of them. So you first rinse them in cold water, and then you can wash them in the washing machine or by hand, and then you let them dry and you repeat the process. There's also this other card, and here it says you get a 15% reduction on your next order if you post a picture wearing their undies, tagging them and so on, and they can also use that picture on their social accounts. So that was like, I guess it's just an easy way for them to have pictures to use for marketing purposes, and it can also get more customers. So I guess if you want to do that, it's a nice way to get 15% off. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, well, then you don't. I mean, I was a bit surprised because when you read it, it's like, oh, 15% off your next purchase, and then you have to take a picture, blah blah blah. So it kind of felt like a scam, but I mean, obviously if you want to do that, great for you. I live in Belgium, so from France it's not so far, but I received it after 2 days of placing the order, so that was really fast. And then I was waiting impatiently to get my period to be able to test them. And now it's the 2nd day of my period, so usually the day with most blood coming out. Yesterday I didn't wear them because I didn't have them at hand, so I used my other washable period pads. And now I've had them on since this morning, and I must say they're really comfortable. They're very stretchy because of the lycra probably. So they're comfortable, they feel, because this can, I thought it could maybe feel a bit pampery if it absorbs a lot of liquid, but it doesn't. Maybe I'm also not bleeding that much as normal. For me it's more difficult to see because it's black, so you cannot really see how much blood is there. But yeah, they feel very comfortable, and I think it's also easier than these because it doesn't move as much. Not that these move a lot, but still, like, it's easier just putting on underwear and that's it, instead of a pad and then changing the pad, because this you should be able to keep them on for 12 hours, so that's what I'm testing right now. And I'm especially curious to find out if it stays completely leak-free during a whole night, especially now that I'm finished with my exams and sleep a bit more. So I can't wait to find that out. And yeah, when I have any updates regarding how I'm feeling or yeah, how it's going, I will tell you that. But for now, I'm happy and we'll see. And just a bit of a disclaimer before I continue telling about my own experiences with this underwear, and I have said it also in the video about these, and I will say it again here. You have to be comfortable with, of course, seeing and washing your own blood. Not all the time, but like at least a couple of times a month. And some people just are not into that. So I get that, but for the people that are okay with doing that and want to have a more sustainable option and also less toxic, because in these plastic things there is so many also extra odors and things to make it leak proof, but it can be quite toxic. So if you want to have a safer and yeah, on the long term more affordable and sustainable option, you can use these. And what I'm also just thinking about now is that since these are supposed to last 12 hours, these I had to change more regularly, like yeah, twice, 3 times a day, depending on how much I bleed. So this is something you cannot really do at school, because yeah, otherwise you have to put it in a plastic bag and keep it until you're home to be able to wash it. Whereas with this you could keep it a whole day and then when you come home you wash it. So it depends on how you work from school or your regular job and how comfortable you are with your own blood and so on. And as I've already said, it's more difficult to see your blood in these because it's just black, which I find a bit sad, because I always find it interesting to yeah, just see also how much clots you have changing in your cycle and so on. So I'll see how I find that, and as I've just said, I will come back with updates, so see you then. Hey everyone, so it's bedtime now. Well, not bedtime, I'm gonna shower and then go to bed. So after my shower I will put on a new pair, a fresh pair, and I'm really curious to see if it will be leak free for the whole night. I will update you on that tomorrow. For today I've had on one period panty the whole day and it didn't leak, so I'm happy about that. I don't know if it's also because my blood flow is lower than usual, but I will be testing it out during the night and in the coming days, so I will keep you posted. Good morning everyone, I've just woken up and for the whole night I've had on the repeat period panties. I had put this to be my bed because it's white, but as you can see nothing is stained. And yeah, I probably moved but nothing is stained. So yeah, I honestly didn't expect this, but so I'm really happy to discover that, because that's my main worry usually with period products. And now I will go change. I will put on the third panty and see how it goes today. The one I had on yesterday throughout the day, I put it to soak for the whole night, and I will now wash it by hand so I can put it on this night. And then I'll let the ones I have on right now soak, put on the third pair, and then hopefully these ones will be dry before tonight. And what I do with the water in which I soaked the period underwear or washable period pads is not just throw it away, but put it on your plants or yeah, just in your garden, because your blood actually has a lot of nutrients, so it's good to give them back to the soil this way. Since you already collected anyhow, you can do something cool with it, as water your basilicum plant or whatever. And this is actually how they look on me. As I've said, it's a 38 and it's a bit more high-waisted than normal panties, and also here it's quite high, but that's good because you just feel protected. And yeah, they're very comfortable and just, yeah, as they say on their website, look and feel like normal underwear. But it's true, it's just normal. I've just washed the period underwear by hand so I can use it again tonight. And my first thought was, whoa, it's so heavy. But then if you think about it, the surface area that can absorb water is so much bigger than just washable period pads. And also the layer that is made to absorb blood is also way bigger than a normal pad. So it's normal. And yeah, it can be a little bit more work maybe, but I think it's worth it. So the ones I washed this morning are now dry and I will put them on for the night. These have soaked for the whole day, so I will wash them now and hopefully they'll be dry by tomorrow morning so I can wear them. And the ones I have right on now, I will let it soak during the night. And I must say, even though today was a really warm day, so really sweaty, I wasn't disturbed by the menstrual underwear, so I didn't feel I didn't feel wet on my body. Well, a bit from my sweat when I was sitting down a lot, but not in general, and it was still very comfortable and nice feeling, so I'm happy. And let's see how the second night with period underwear goes. Hey everyone, it's Elin again. The last fragments you saw were filmed in June of 2021 and it's now January of 2022. And what's funny is I'm actually wearing the underwear right now because I have my period right now as well. But I'm sorry to say I lost the fragments I filmed back then. I don't know what happened. But instead I'll give you an overview right now because I've been using them for 6 months now, so I can give you an even better insight in how they work. First of all, I've never had any leaking with it, even during the first days of my period and heavier flows, so that's great. And I considered buying a second pack of those 3 underwears, but I haven't done so yet. And the reason I considered doing it is because if you want to use a panty for every day and every night of your period, you need a bit more because now it's kind of tight with the washing and drying time. But for now it has worked fine. So if you wash and dry it immediately, you can reuse them in the same cycle. But it's a bit difficult. But what I've been doing for now is that during the first days and nights, I use the period underwear, and then when I only have a bit, I use the washable period pads in regular underwear. So I kind of use both of them. And I must say I'm really happy with them. And also after all these cycles of washing and drying, etc., the fabric is still as soft as I remember it to be at the beginning. And it also didn't stretch out or anything, so everything is still nice and tight. Not too tight, just nice and fitted as it should be. So I'm happy about that as well. So in conclusion, I'm just very, very happy on every aspect of this period underwear. Of course, I can only say it about this brand since that's what I've tested, but there are many out there and I'm sure these other brands are also great. And it got me thinking and wishing I would have had these as a kid when I first started menstruating, because I was the first one of my class. I was 11, so I was quite young, and I think that this underwear really takes away the mental burden of having to think of changing and being scared of leaking. So I think that especially as a kid, but even now of course, it really helps in removing that burden and just doing it once a day and before going to bed again. So that's what I really like about it. It's also more comfortable, and on top of the comfort and easiness, it's also more sustainable and affordable on the long run. So yeah, that's why I'm really happy with these, and I hope I inspire you to also get some, maybe for yourself, maybe as a gift for others, because I think this really revolutionized the way I experience periods, because it's made it very, it's still not fun of course, but it's way less stressful and more comfortable. So yeah, I just want as much people as possible also experiencing this, so spread the word. And yeah, let me know if you have any additional questions or comments or any other brands you tried and recommend. Leave it all down here below. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!